What is up, Fin fans? It's been a hot minute since I've been live, but thought let's go live today. I went live last year around this time for free agency. So I thought to myself, let's go live. Got 12 in here, only 2 thumbs up. Be sure to hit that thumbs up when you get in here. Niles in here, Derek's in here. Let's go, Doug. We can argue it out here. What's up, Damius? Let me just make the ISO a little bit brighter on the camera. There we go. What's up, Craig? What's up, Jaden? What's up, Benjamin? I got Twitter open on the other screen. So if any news breaks, I will let you guys know. What's good, Eli, Liam, Brown Gaming, Ryan Dunn? What's up? What's up, everybody? Be sure to hit that thumbs up when you get in here. You good, Doug? I'm good. Caleb? Drinking some iced tea. What's up, Matt? Hey, bro. Finn's up. Finn's up to you, Finn's panel. What's up, Trey? Shalil, Arjack. Ton of you guys are in here. How's everyone doing? I know a lot of people are freaking out about free agency. A lot of people. So this is going to be like a combination of us talking about who the Dolphins have signed and seeing how you guys are feeling. And then see how you guys, if any of you guys hate it. Historical Gaming with the $2 donation. Hey, Doug, are we about to go heavy offense? I don't know. Thanks, Cloud Life. I appreciate that, brother. Terrible free agency. I don't think it was terrible. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. Nelson Aguilar got released. Yeah, but then he already signed a contract with Patriots. Pitt at 3, Nahaji Harris at 18, who says no. I trade down and then take Pitt. I have no faith in Flo and Greer. Why not? Oh, I have faith. Sorry, Jay, I read that wrong. I have faith in Flo and Greer. Yeah, we'll talk about that. TD thinks we are getting Watson. No. Not saying that if they do, I'd be pissed. You know, I do like Tua. I think Tua can bounce back and have a really good year, especially with the ability to train, learn the playbook, have that continuity with his guys. But no, I do not think the Dolphins are getting Deshaun Watson. Trust the process. Exactly, Liam. Dolphins should put 2 second-round tenders on J.C. Jackson. What do you mean? Are you nervous about the Patriots? No. I am not nervous about the Patriots. How many times have we faced the Patriots Monday night? Patriots were... Let's say this. For how long have the Patriots been dominating the AFC East? Riddle me this. Seriously. How long has the Patriots been dominating the AFC East? Comment it in the comment section. I'm going to make you guys feel better. How long has the Patriots been dominating the AFC East? Patriots put 20 years. What do you think of the division? I think 2 decades almost, like 20 years. My whole life, 20 years. And how often did the Dolphins split series with the Patriots? How many times? What was the Patriots' record in Miami? Was it a winning record or was it a losing record? How many times were the Dolphins super competitive with the Patriots? How many times did the Dolphins hurt the Patriots' chance of getting a home field advantage throughout the whole thing? Ryan Tannehill forced the Patriots to go to Denver to play the Denver Broncos. They lost, didn't go to the Super Bowl. The Dolphins last year knocked them out of the playoffs. Granted, the team wasn't as good last year. The year before that, week 17, forced them to go to Tennessee. They lost, got knocked out of the playoffs. How many times? Even, Monday Night Football, Patriots are 12-2, Dolphins are 2-12, 4-11, whatever you want to say. Dolphins beat the Patriots Monday night. I'm not worried about them. All-time 56-54 Dolphins. I'm not worried about the Patriots. I'm really not worried about the Patriots. Does that mean that the Patriots are going to suck? No, they got Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick does not like losing. Why do you think Bill Belichick threw so much money in free agency? He doesn't like losing. He doesn't want to keep losing. So he's like, screw this. I don't have to pay Tom Brady. I don't have to pay Stephon Gilmore. I don't have to do this. Let's start bringing players in. Real quick, though, the Dolphins did sign someone today, wide receiver Robert Foster. He played for the Bills and I think the Washington football team. He's a speedy wide receiver. Played with Tua back in 2017, 2018. So he has that familiarity with Tua. But a lot of these signings are depth. A lot of these signings are coming in to help the team in a way that they could. You know, did you guys see the contract that we gave to Brissett? And I wanted Brissett. We're paying him like 2.5 million in signing bonus, which means that's right off the books. Another 2.5 million guaranteed, like another 2 point something. Hey Doug, so happy you decided to stream today. Definitely helping my birthday. Great thing. Well, happy birthday, Valen. Happy birthday to you. 2017 was Tua was quarterback 2. I'm a little worried that a little worried that the parts will have a prove it year. What do you mean, Armed Bandit? We need a setting. We do. Now, the whole Rodney Hudson to the Arizona Cardinals thing isn't official. It hasn't been officially signed and all that stuff yet, but it probably will. I could see Andrews coming to Miami. Jeffrey with the $10 donation. I agree with you, Doug. Years of splashy, expensive free agent moves yield a squat. I like the surgical, geez, I couldn't say that, precision, that flow and Greer approach free agency. You can't argue with their success so far. Yeah, man, the last year, 2019, they tore it down. They tore it all down to the studs. 2020 had a ton of money, started signing a bunch of free agencies. Now we have that the rookies, and we have those guys to build off of. Now we're just adding pieces. Again, I do expect them to sign one of the top wide receivers. So far, what I'm hearing is Galladay is either the Giants or the Bengals. So between those two, Juju's still out there. Samuels is still out there that I'd like. I expect them to go after them and expect them to probably grab Andrews. They do that, then draft, draft. What if Miami signs Andrews and gets like Rashad Higgins? I'd be fine with that. They're still, what if the Dolphins do this, right? And this happened a few times with this guy. Dolphins get Andrews, right? Say the Dolphins get Juju. I see you guys throwing Juju's name in there. So say the Dolphins get Juju. Dolphins get Andrews, right? So there's your wide receiver. Don't forget, too, this draft is super, super, super deep. And AJ Green went to the Cards. Yes, I did see that. Super deep in wide receiver. But let's say that the Dolphins get Andrews and they get Juju, right? And they backload that contract. So they have money, whatever they want to do. Then say they draft, right? We take Pitts, trade down to 8, take Pitts. Carolina Panthers trade up. They take their quarterback. We take Nahaji at 18. Then we take Humphreys or I can't remember the other name of the other center that I wanted in the second round. And we take, say we do all these things. All of a sudden the team looks great, right? The team looks fantastic. We have all these weapons. We're looking real good. Then after the draft, maybe like a week before training camp or a week before something, boom, Miami Dolphins signed Jadeveon Clowney to a 1-year contract. Then people are going to lose their mind. We got Jadeveon Clowney? Are you kidding me? Then all of a sudden, everyone who's freaking out about this free agency and over the fact that we're not picking up anybody that fans want, all of a sudden the Dolphins have a pretty decent team. I have people jumping off the ship, jumping off the ledge, saying we're winning 4 or 5 games. How are Bobby McCain, Eric Rowe, and Grant still on the team? Well, first off, Ryan, Eric Rowe is probably one of the best safeties at covering tight ends. His stats were ridiculous when it came to yards per reception. Just so happened he went up against Waller, who was just a beast of a man. And he went up against Travis Kelce. He did better against Kelce than he did against Waller, but he was in place for all of Waller's passes. It just so happened Waller's a beast. Kyle Van Noy has officially been cut. TD wants to trade X and then trade for JC Jackson. Why? I don't understand. What happened? Get rid of McCain? McCain sucks. Waller's unfair. He is unfair. Maybe so, but Rowe tackles like he's hugging his grandma. I disagree. I disagree. How are you able to watch free agency? I don't have NFL Network. I go straight off of Twitter. I don't watch NFL Network. Speaking of Twitter, let's refresh Twitter and see if any breaking news happened. Have you seen pictures of Tua during the offseason? Yeah, Jay. Just completely tearing it up. I'm very happy for him. Not seeing anything. Just checking Twitter right now. Not seeing anything new. So no news. Any underrated safeties? I'd like to bring in Malik Hooker. He's still out there. He'd be very great bringing in. Yeah, JC. Talked about that, the wide receiver, Robert Foster. I think it's a 1-year deal. Grant can go. I think with the signing of Robert Foster, I think that does point to Grant leaving or Grant, being cut. Watch Jackson's film. You might have second thoughts. Austin Jackson? Derek? Ashton Jeffrey was he's going to the Patriots. So Jordan with the $5 donation. We need to restructure X-Man's contract to give more money this year and give him more money. We'll see, Jordan. I've heard that. Thank you for the donation. And I heard that. I heard that's a possibility that he wants that money, so they'll restructure him and push it towards the back end. JC Jackson? Yeah, him and Xavier Howard were battling for number one with interceptions. But there's a reason that the Patriots tendered him with a second round pick. I'm still sticking with Xavier Howard. I love Xavier Howard. A lot of people call me a Tua stan and a Tua apologist. No. For you guys who've been rocking with me for a minute, I'm an Xavier Howard stan. I love Xavier Howard. Do you want to keep Albert Wilson? Yeah. I'd love to see what Albert Wilson can do with Tua, especially since he took a pay cut. Would love to see Albert Wilson do with Tua. Did you hear about Devon Gacho? Yeah, Jay. I talked about all these things. Jay, you not watching my videos? Breaking my heart here. We need to get Juju. We'll see. He's still out there. Samuel's still out there. Doug, if Dolphins sign Andrews, will they draft Sewell? It depends. Sewell might not even be there. Jets might take Sewell. It depends. They did trade for Isaiah Wilson. Kick, Hunton to guard. We'll see. Robert Foster ran a 4.41. Jeez Louise. Thoughts on Malcolm Brown? Love it. It's Jordan Howard, but no, not the Jordan Howard money. Miles with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Miles. Appreciate that, brother. Malcolm Brown is making 1 year $1.75 million. 1.55 guaranteed. That's how much Malcolm Brown signed with the Dolphins. 1 year, $1.55 million. So $1,550,000 for 1 year. That's how much Malcolm Brown signed with the Dolphins. Love it. I love it. 3rd and 1, give it to Malcolm Brown. 2nd and goal, give it to Malcolm Brown. Brown is a steal, 100%. That's a hard one, Boogie. Samuel Juju. I love Samuel. I love his play. Juju is that dynamic guy. I just don't like his attitude. But I'm going to go with Samuel, unfortunately. I know a lot of you guys want Juju, but I like Samuel. Am I the only who feels like Brandon Jones is slightly overlooked? 100%. Nyson. Storied Light with the $5 donation. You think we have a chance for a Super Bowl soon? Yes, I do. I was talking about this to a few people on Twitter because a lot of people were getting all bent out of shape because of us not doing much in free agency. You can't win Super Bowls with just rookies. And I said, look at the teams that are consistently in the playoffs. Look at the teams that are consistently winning Super Bowls, consistently winning playoff games, right? Do they make big splashy plays and big splashy signings in free agency? Have you heard anything from the Steelers? Have you heard anything really from the Ravens? The Green Bay Packers mostly signed their own. Have you heard anything from these teams that are consistently in the playoffs, consistently winning? Yes, the Patriots just went all in, balls to the wall, grabbing a ton of free agents. But have you heard from these other teams? These teams that normally are hush hush and then all of a sudden are winning. And people are like, how are they winning? They draft good players. Look at the Ravens, right? They went to the Super Bowl with a very dominant defense. Who led that defense? Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. They drafted those players. Look at the Steelers. Consistently have good wide receivers. Juju, Mike Wallace, Antonio Brown. Do they sign those players or do they draft those players? Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones. Do they draft those players or do they sign those players? I'm just confused. Do they? Yeah, and obviously, it doesn't happen overnight. They don't go to the Super Bowl the year that they draft these players. But you build off the success and you have a continuity of teams. So don't do the flash in the pan. Mike Wallace, Kevin Burnett, Ellerby, and Ndamukong Suh, throw money. Oh, maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Just shove money into it. Oh man, you gotta spackle it. You gotta let it dry. And then once it's dry, you got that foundation and you win. $5 donation again from Miles. I'm looking forward to seeing this baby you keep talking about. When do we get to see the baby make a guest appearance? Respect from a fellow dad. Thank you, Miles. One day I'll bring her on the stream. Jake with the $2 donation. Of all the free agents left, who is your number one? Let's find out, ladies and gents. I'll pull up best available free agents left, and we'll go off of that. Shout out Doug with the way. I try. You guys know for a fact, right? I'd rather be surprised than let down, right? So I'm not going into this free agency being like, they need it. And I said this to you guys, for a reason. I didn't want you guys to be crushed and to be pissed and to be angry if the Dolphins didn't make big splashy moves, didn't get Lindsley, didn't get Aaron Jones, didn't get all these guys that we wanted. I didn't want you guys to get angry, which is a lot on Twitter. And that's why I said to you guys, first, Brian Flores came out and said, you can't always get what you want. And then I told you guys, they're going to be bargain shopping. I said it to you guys. And now they are. And people are getting very upset. Very upset. Well, Kenny Galladay's on this list. Will Fuller. That's a possibility, that wide receiver, Will Fuller. Mitchell Schwartz, offensive tackle. Juju Smith-Schuster. Antonio Brown's still out there. That's funny. Jadeveon Clowney. Travel Adventures, the $5 donation. Smith, Chase, or Pitt at 3. I'm staying Chase, but I'm okay with trading down for an extra second or first next year. Yeah. For right now, I'm in the mindset of let's trade down from 3, still stay in the top 10, and pick up somebody. There's still Alejandro Villanueva, a tackle out there. T.Y. Hilton still out there. Malcolm Butler, Curtis Samuel. I love me some Curtis Samuel. Not many pass rushers, though. I will say Melvin Ingram. He could be a cheap addition. Melvin Ingram. I'm going to write that name down. So we have Melvin Ingram. What do you guys think about Melvin Ingram as a cheap, maybe defensive end option? What do you think about Melvin Ingram? Let me hear from you guys. Injury prone. Melvin is a beast too. Underrated. Ingram is interesting. Actually, replaces Shaq's spot exactly. Roadrunner says no. Albert is an underrated player. How much cap do we have? Don't worry about that. At least 6 sacks. Drew, he's okay. Ingram or Clowney, definitely an option. That's not bad. For cheap, for sure. All right. I'm just going to write down some names that I'm interested in getting. What about Will Fuller? What do you guys think? Thoughts on Will Fuller? Yes, Juan, Melvin is a free agent. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate that. What do you guys think of Will Fuller? Jason with the $2 donation. Keep up the great work. Doug Fins fan from London. Well, thank you. £2, I think it was. I don't think it was $2. And thank you so much. No to Will Fuller. No injury prone. Shout out to Patch Fives. 20% off. Use the promo code DDW. No to Will Fuller. All right. I see you. I see you. What about Antonio Brown? What about Antonio Brown? No, for real though. I'm just kidding about Antonio Brown. Villanueva. Are you thinking more center? So far, what I'd like to see happen, right? For the cheap, too old. Oh my God, Doug, you got the currency right. I try. So far, I got 5 names that I'd like to see the Dolphins bring in, right? Melvin Ingram, cheap, on the cheap. Samuel, the wide receiver. Jadeveon Clowney, Juju, wide receiver, and Andrews, right? Those are the 5 I'd like to see the Dolphins potentially bring in. What are your thoughts on that, right? Like I said, Melvin Ingram, Samuel, Clowney, Juju, and Andrews. Not bringing in all 5, but bringing like 2 or 3 of those 5. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Alshon Jeffrey, no, Nelson Aguilar is the one who's signing to the Patriots. I don't know if I want to bring Alshon Jeffrey in. Alshon Jeffrey has Butterfingers, doesn't he? Of those 5, I like Andrews the best. Hilton, what about Alshon Jeffrey, Samuels, and Andrews? Thoughts on Javonte Williams? Yes to all of them. I don't think Brown would get along with our organization. Yeah, I don't think so either. Samuel and Ingram, Curtis Samuel, get Juju and call it a day. All right. Well, it seems, let me see if there's any other names in here that might jump out. There's also safeties like Xavier Woods, Kareem Jackson. Kareem Jackson. What are you guys' thoughts on Kareem Jackson potentially coming to Miami, helping with that safety position? We should go for Devontae Smith. Kareem Jackson. I like Foster. I like the signing. I like that it was barely any money. I think he could really help. Riddick, he unfortunately signed with the... Who did Riddick sign with? Help me with that. I know he signed with the team already. So there's no on that. Chris Carson's still out there running back. Doug, what's up? Let's get this free agency. What's up, Brandon? JC Jackson, that'd be nice. I am thinking people, we got Kirk. He's not bad option to replace Jakeem, and we might get Camps. Panthers, thank you. Thank you, guys. Panthers. Not seeing anything. Riley Reef, no. Malik Hooker, I'd like to bring him in. David Andrews, yes. Keanu Neal. Austin Ritter. Didn't he just sign? Austin Ritter? I think he just signed with the team. Carlos Dunlap. Yeah, no. I like the names I got on there. I'm going to put Malik Hooker down as well because I like Malik Hooker. Yeah, he's injured, but he could definitely help the team out. T.Y. Hilton's going back to the Colts. I feel like we should spend on wide receivers next free agency when there are bigger names. We have the money to spend. I think that's what the Dolphins are doing. Not saying the Dolphins are waiting for that, but the market isn't what it was going to be. So a lot of players are expecting this money. And there's only this money out there. So a lot of these guys are like, no, we deserve more money. And the team's like, yeah, but we're not going to give you more money. So then that happens. Check your Twitter again. The Seahawks are signing tight end Gerald Everett. Yep, Seahawks are signing Gerald Everett. Seeing if the Dolphins did anything else. A significant piece of the Miami Dolphins center chess game was moved Wednesday with Ted Karras leaving. Chances we now looking at Dolphins swapping safety. Still waiting. So we're still waiting. What's our cap situation? All right. Pull it up right now for you. Thoughts on Cameron, I won't even be able to pronounce that name. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. The Miami Dolphins are sitting at about 22 million in cap space. 22.3 million in cap space. The most is the New York Jets at 54, Jacksonville at 42, Colts at 41, Chargers at 33, Carolina Panthers at 31, Patriots at 31. Dolphins are sitting at 22 cap space. You guys want to know about 2022? I'll tell you about 2022. Say the Dolphins don't do anything. Say the Dolphins don't re-sign anyone. Say the Dolphins stay pat where they're at. In 2022, the Miami Dolphins have 70 million in cap space. 70 million in cap space. So next year, they're going to have a buttload of cash, about 70 million in cap space. Yes, Jamal, we need about 11 million to sign our draft pick. So we got about 11 million in cap space left over. But then you have the Rams, the Bears, the Saints, the Eagles, who are all over the cap. And you have the Packers, the Falcons, the Lions, the Steelers, the Texans, all these teams that are just 6 million, single digit million, over the cap. But it's funny, you don't hear really any of these other teams making moves, right? You haven't heard anything from the Steelers. You haven't heard really anything from the Falcons. You haven't heard anything really from the Browns. Have the Browns made any moves? Haven't heard anything really from the Colts. The Colts have 41 million in cap space. Colts haven't done much. Signed Goodman. Hudson was for a second round, and I think it was a fourth. It hasn't gone through yet, but I think it was like a fourth or a third. Hysterical due to all donation, over 70 million. But what about re-signings? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 70 million. We haven't re-signed anyone. This is just who's available. But next year, the only players that the Dolphins really need to re-sign is Gesicki, Smythe, Baker, and I think Agba if they want to bring him back. Plus cutting players for cap. Exactly. Colts have players coming up on contract they have to take care of. See? So it's a lot of teams are quiet. The teams that are making noise are teams in our division, so it bothers us. 614 in here. I only got 994 likes. Hit that like button as we chat. I'm not frozen. I don't believe you. Wilkins pretty soon. We need to ensure Gesicki gets paid. I honestly think Gesicki will get paid in the offseason. You know how they did Parker, you know how they did Rowe, they did Xavier Howard, they did all these guys in the offseason. I think they'll do that again. I think they'll re-sign them in the offseason. I got ice cream sandwich, bro. It's lit. Thank you, Ryan Dunn. Let's get to 300. I only need 25 more of you guys to hit that like button to hit half of it. Doug, you Irish? Yeah, just here, not the head. Look at my hair. Look at his hair. Look at his dad hair. Irish here, Polish Romanian here. The hair, I'm half. Brown Gaming with the $5 donation. Get some key pieces and this year make the playoffs and see how far we can go. And then our cap, use our cap space in 2020 to make the Super Bowl run on to his third year. Brown Gaming got it. No, don't trade Gesicki. Who's trading Gesicki? I ain't trading Gesicki. Not going to lie. Although we haven't done a lot, I liked every move so far. Wait, you have different colored hair? Yep. My hair's darker. I have like black brown hair. My hair's like black brown, dark brown, and my facial hair is red. That beard color is dope. Thanks. It's patchy. I shaved it too low, so I'm waiting for this to grow back in. Gesicki's top 5 tight end. Gesicki's a monster. How do you feel about the Son signing? I wish the Dolphins would have got him. I like the money he made, but this is the thing, right? I have this YouTube channel. Side note, we just broke 21,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. Love you guys for that. I have this YouTube channel where I come on here, I give you the breaking news, I give you my opinions, I listen to your opinions. Sometimes your opinions, sometimes your facts change my thought process because you guys give me solid information that make me go, well, you might be right. But I give you my opinions, I give you the facts, the states, whatever's happening, right? I'm not saying I know more than Flores and Greer. I'm not saying that the decisions Flores and Greer are making are stupid because I know more than them. You don't see me coming on here yelling about, what are you doing, Flores and Greer? Are you kidding me? Because I don't know as much as these guys know. Like, are you kidding me right now? I've played football. So watching football and watching how players play and seeing where they can do better or do worse, I can give assessments on that because I've played the game. But when it comes to being a coach and being a GM, I don't know the first thing about it. So a lot of times people come on here and they say, pick Doug. Like when Tua was getting drafted, do you want Tua or do you not want him? I'm good either way. Same thing with Deshaun Watson. I'm good either way. Same thing with what they're doing now. Everyone's like, you're not upset, you're not pissed off that the Dolphins aren't doing anything in free agency. They know something I don't know. If you're going to take a team that had potential in 2019 and tear it down to the studs, then you had the whole Zerm. I played defensive end and wide receiver. Mostly defensive end, though. I barely played wide receiver. I love getting after the quarterbacks. I'm 6'5", about right now I weigh about 250. I'm a big man. Played defensive end. You messed up my thought process. If you're going to tell me a team that in 2019 that could have been really good, they tore it down to the studs, and then the whole national media and even their fans are saying they're tanking, they're losing on purpose. Look at what they're doing, and then they win 5 games with nothing, with practice squad players, right? Then the offseason 2020, we throw money, right? And again, we sign Byron Jones, we sign Kyle Van Noy to nice contracts. Other than that, Agba and Lawson's contract, as much as people want to say those were big contracts, they weren't really big contracts. Also, looking at Jordan Howard's contract, we only paid him $4 million of his contract, so that wasn't even a big contract. Everyone else, the Fedulums, the Roberts, the Gruger Hills, that wasn't. It's what we're doing now. We drafted a ton of players. Second youngest team in the NFL. Second youngest team in the NFL. We win 10 games. We win 10 games. We beat the number 1 defense in the NFL in the Los Angeles Rams. We win 10 games. So if you're going to sit here and tell me that my opinion, a guy who sits in a room with a bunch of Dolphin stuff, is more important, and I know I sell out BU. I think the Jaguars had the youngest team. I know more than 2 guys that did that over the span of 1 year. Take a crap team and turn them into a 10-6 team and beat some really good teams last season. I'm not going to tell you I know more than those guys because they know what they're doing. Because look at what they did last year. Look at what they did last year. So I do agree with that, Russ. I do not like Flowers' contract. He could have played better. Just subbed. Hello from UK. What's up, Adam? Thank you for subbing. Your opinion is more important, Doug. I appreciate that, and I'll give you my opinion. I'll tell you what's the breaking news, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, they know more than I do. So I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch the process. Now, don't get me wrong. If you follow me on Twitter, I was bummed out we didn't get Hassan Riddick. Thank you, Roadrunner. I appreciate that, brother. I was bummed out we didn't get Hassan Riddick. I wanted the Dolphins to get Hassan Riddick. I was like, it was one of my guys. Bummed out. I was bummed out we didn't get Hudson. Bummed out. But I'm not like, you suck. This team sucks. We're going nowhere. those same people that say this team sucks, the organization sucks, the front office sucks, they don't know what they're doing. When we go like week 9, we're 6-3, they're gonna be like, whoa, look at what we're doing. We got the number 1 ranked offense and defense. Look at this. Their whole tune will change. It's just funny to me. You guys are telling me that Galladay signed. Let me see. We just got Galladay. I don't believe you. I'm checking Twitter right now. Nope. I haven't heard anything from Galladay yet. Congrats on 21K. Thank you, Speedball. I greatly appreciate that. Finns still have a lot of what? Yeah. Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Alan Hearns, Albert Wilson, Bowden, Perry, Jakeem Grant. I think there's like one more. Kirk Merritt. I think he's still on the team. Dolphins have 8 wide receivers, and now they have Robert Foster. It's been a very long time since I was this excited about the team. I'm trusting the process. A lot of guys want my instant reaction, which I'll give you. I give you my instant reaction. Sometimes I backtrack it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I was a little bit wrong about that one. I'll give you my instant reaction, but a lot of times the way this works is you just got to wait and see. It's like draft picks, right? Everyone wants to say the 2020 draft picks were busts. Noah Igbinoghene sucks. But people don't realize that Noah Igbinoghene had to go up against Stephon Diggs, who pooped on a lot of corners throughout the year. Even like top-notch corners were just completely shitting on him, right? But people forget that Bengals game when Xavier Howard got ejected, Noah Igbinoghene took over his guy, shut him down. Noah Igbinoghene did really well against the Jaguars, but people want to call him a bust because he had a bad game, right? People want to call Tua a bust, which I'm not even going to get into that because that's just ridiculous. People want to call these draft picks a bust after 1 year. 1 year. No, we gotta move on. We gotta move on because they suck. We gotta move on. But level 2 noob, how do you know he sucks? Explain to me how you know he sucks. Because he didn't break the starting position over Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. But how do you know he sucks? I'm sorry, he does. But how do you know? Call these guys bust. You got to wait and see. You know how many great players would have ended up on different teams if they gave up on him so easily? Steve Young. Oh, wait, he did end up on another team, and he ended up winning a Super Bowl. He was drafted to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then all of a sudden, he goes to the 49ers, he wins a Super Bowl. Brett Favre, drafted to the Atlanta Falcons. They thought he sucked. They sent him to the Packers. He wins a Super Bowl. Like, you want to give up on these guys so quickly. Imagine if the Indianapolis Colts, Peyton Manning's rookie year, they gave up on him because he sucked. He threw like 25 interceptions. He was horrible his rookie year. Oh, we're done with him. Get him out of here. They would have never won their Super Bowl. Give it a chance. Now, I'm saying this because I've stated this time and time again. I love Brian Flores for the simple fact that he realizes mistakes, he owns up to his mistakes, and he moves on from them. Jordan Howard moved on. Kyle Van Noy moved on. So if Tua doesn't pan out, if Tua this year regresses, or if Tua this year is the same player he was last year, if you honestly think that Brian Flores, say this year and next year, Tua does not progress, Tua stays the same, Tua even regresses a little bit his third year, do you honestly think they're going to pick up his 5th-year option? No. So, what's your thoughts on us drafting Pitts? Would you rather draft a top receiver in the draft? I prefer to trade down from 3 and take Pitts. I don't know if I take Pitts at number 3. How are you, Dolphin fans, living in New Jersey, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a Dolphin fan living in New Jersey because my dad grew up he was born 65, grew up with the best, football team ever. And then I grew up watching Dan Marino, and I grew up watching my dad play. My dad loved the team. My dad was cheering for him, having fun, all that stuff. Grew up watching that, watched Marino, love it. Stir at IT with a $1 donation. Thank you so much. Watson's staying or playing for the 49ers next season. I think he's going to the 49ers. I've said that. 49ers are the Panthers. I'm hearing the Panthers are trying to push hard. They're trying to push hard for Watson. That's what I'm hearing. Tua looking strong. Tua looking real strong. Tua looking ripped. He's lifting weights, trying to get that arm strength up. David Holt with the $5 donation. You think Noah can play slot to contribute more on D, not just special team? Fins up. I do, David. I think it's going to be a big competition at the slot position with Justin Coleman, with Noah, and with Nick Needham. It's going to be a big competition at the slot position for that. Sports King. Got a Jeff Finn in here. Well, welcome, Sports King. All the draftees you touted crushed it last draft. Yep. Do you think Flores will be fired if you don't make the playoffs the next 2 years? No, he signed a 5-year contract, so I think he'll get 2 more years. If the Dolphins don't make the playoffs, not this upcoming year, but the year after, I think he'll be in trouble. Tua got too big, too many supplements. For all the new people to the channel, me and Level 2 Noob, he's got a little speculation on Tua. He's not on that train. He's like, we'll see how he pans out. But Level 2 Noob likes to bust my balls a lot, and he comes up with really good jokes. So he's a funny guy. That coconut milk doing great things, right? All depends on how injuries play out. You'll want Sam Darnold. Nah, Sports King, you can keep him. You can keep him, my man. He'll be a good backup for Wilson. You can keep him. I don't want him. Brown Game with $2 donation. Have y'all seen our schedule for next year? Again, guys, and I said this last year when the schedule came out, a lot of people were saying, oh my God, we're barely gonna win 5 games. Look how hard the schedule is. Don't look at the schedule. Don't look at the strength of schedule, because it can change. We started with the 3rd hardest schedule, ended with one of the easiest schedules. A lot of it can change. You guys are saying Curtis Samuel signed with the Washington. Damn. Well, I guess it's Juju then. I guess it's Juju. Curtis Samuel going to the Washington football team. That wide receiver market starting. Well, now the Dolphins need to put a little pep in their step. If they want Galladay, they need to jump into this conversation. If not, go after Juju. But that sucks. I'm going to tweet this out real quick. Justin with the $5 donation. Great show. Football team looking nice. Ryan Fitzpatrick is quarterback. Fitzy. Juju's junk. No, I don't think Juju Smith-Schuster's junk. God. Curtis Samuel is expected to sign with the Washington football team 3 years, $34.5 million. That's a little over $10 million a year. It's a big chunk of money on that one. Would you guys have wanted to pay him that much? $11 million a year. No, nah, too much. No, F, no way. Yeah. That's not bad. 11 million a year. I'll take Fuller over Juju all day, every day. Draft Chase. That's the other thing, guys. We got to remember, this draft is deep at wide receiver. Juju too busy trying to be a brand. He's half in on football. That's the thing I don't like about him. And I agree 100% with you, level 2 noob. That's the thing I don't like about him. Yeah, Will Fuller's still out there, angry homie. Aguilar got 13, so 11 for Samuel sounds fair. Galladay's gambling with that health. Yeah, that's the other thing, JC. That's why Galladay, it's probably all about money right now. TY on the cheap. Fuller can't stay healthy. Here comes another injured wide receiver in Fuller. He's only 24. He can't mature. Oh, I'm not saying he can't mature, but that's the one. I even said go get Juju, but that's the knock. That's the biggest knock on him. What do you think of DD Westbrook? I'd have to look into him. Who's one it does okay? I hope Washington football team wins their division. Imagine the Washington football team goes to the Super Bowl with Fitz as the quarterback. Aguilera went for 1 mil to 13 mil. Jeez. Report came out that he could have chose the Dolphins. I bet you the Dolphins weren't offering him that much, though. They probably weren't offering him 11 million a year. Juju's trash. Keep him away from our locker room. Why would you say he's trash, though? Trade back from 3 to 5 or 7. Get best wide receiver / Pitts. Get Weddle at 18. What do you think? I don't know if I'm doubling down on receivers. I might take a running back at 18. Doug, if you're ranked 129 out of 20, 129 dubs, you stunk, and the odds of him becoming a great DB is very, very slim. What are you talking about? You're ranked 129 out of 21 DBs. Are you talking about Noah Igbenogany, who played 2.5 games? And your chances of getting better is slim. You know how many people I've seen come into this league suck and then end up being really good? Cameron Wake came into this league, couldn't make it, went to the Canadian Football League, came back and was a beast. Come on. Miami versus Washington Super Bowl. Flores the third time. That'd be pretty cool. Fitz to Canton, that would be nice. I'd love that for Fitz. Doug just came back, but Samuel is, yeah. I already talked about that. I think you'll see if the Dolphins really do want to go get a wide receiver, I think now's the time for them to get aggressive and go after that wide receiver, especially with all these guys coming off the board. Oh, yeah, Ron Rivera reunite with another former Panther. I forgot that Ron Rivera coached him. You think Harris makes it to 36? I don't think so. I don't think he gets to 36. Would you rather Harris at 18 or Javonte at 36? Oh, that's a good question. Depends. If he's not there at 18, then yeah, Javonte at 36. Dolphins, Doug, at this point, what position is most important to get at this point for you? Center. Lock down Andrews. You lock down Andrews and we're fine because we can draft wide receivers. Wide receivers are plentiful in this draft. All right, I'm going to take one more question. I got to get out of here. I got to go help with the baby. I like your opinion on the situation. Sign Juju, draft Chase or Sewell and Harris. What do you think? Yeah. Cardinals versus Dolphins in the Super Bowl. Najee, the man, he better than Henry. I think we should trade Tua and pick 18 for Trubisky. Oh, that was good. What do you think of Florida wide receiver? I haven't even looked at prospects yet, so I can't even help with that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. If news breaks on the Miami Dolphins making any signings or anything, you guys will get a straight from the phone video later. I'm gonna go eat, hang out with the baby, all that stuff. Yes, Asante Samuel. Wow. Samuel, the wide receiver, signed with the Washington football team. He's getting about $11 million a year. I'm going to be on Twitter. So if you haven't yet, go follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be on Twitter a lot talking about all these things. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. We have 660 of you guys in here, 410 likes. Be sure to hit the like button before you get out of here. But like I said, news breaks, you're going to get a video. But other than that, guys, fun doing a live stream. I'm going to do more of these throughout the off season, especially during draft. You're going to get a live stream during the draft. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.